right, here we are, Greenleaf. I don't feel like singing today. So Sophia's dancing with Silver Throat. It's 2 weeks till the cotillion, and then we find out that Marisol called and her husband Kiko has meningitis. He's at the hospital, and so Lady May uses this as an opportunity to thwart Charity's plans or whatever. Says Charity can't go, and you know, Silver's not feeling it. He's upset. He's giving, you know, we need to give our child that opportunity to go and be happy like you've, you know, so freely done in the past, and all of that. It's just very icy, very icy. Sliding over to the church, Latoya Luckett is here. The, what you call it, secretary asked, does he want the door open or closed? He says closed. I personally would have left it open.
I just walked off, you know.
Right.
You know, I'm that administrative assistant. I'm just walking. You'd have to come tell me, hey. Yeah, that's how the door gets closed with me.
Yeah. And I was looking in Bishop's office, and you know, I be doing too much sometimes, and seeing too much, and knowing too much. But I was looking in the background of Bishop's office, and I only saw a picture of Sophia. Wasn't no picture of Zora back there. Wasn't no picture of Tinky Winky, the little brother. Wasn't no Jacob, no Faith, no Charity, no Carissa.
It might have been Faith. You sure it was Sophia? I didn't notice.
It was Sophia.
Okay.
I believe it was Sophia.
It was a pan, and they didn't show all the rest of the children.
No. It was one single photograph in the entirety of what they showed of the office, and it was Sophia.
Okay.
It was peculiar. I didn't know if folks was trying to tell me something or if I was just being too much. But anyway, Latoya drops a check. You know, she comes in with another large stipend of money. And Bishop's like, so why is you dropping this check?
So what this mean?
Right. And Latoya's like, well, Bishop, I'm dying again. Shame.
So what you buy time with the bishop? What is it with the check?
I guess she was trying to, she ain't got no kids and no family. She was just leaving some money with the church, I guess. That's how I took it.
But if you ain't gonna die today, can't you?
Or maybe she was just dropping the check off paying her time so she could get right with God so she wouldn't have cancer.
Oh, I didn't know how that's how it worked, but okay.
I'm not sure how the Lord calculates the funds.
I don't think it works through cash. You don't need no money.
So he said pay your tithes.
He did.
So maybe she was
paying
some more tithes.
Over there in Malachi. But yeah, it says that, but it didn't say if you don't, I'm gonna make you die of cancer.
So maybe that's how she took it, sis.
You
know the girls love, when they preaching on tithes, they love to say you ain't never gonna be blessed and your life is gonna be miserable and you don't die of cancer if you don't pay your tithes. You know they love to say stuff like that.
Well,
so.
you know, because they gotta say what the reverse to being blessed is. But it doesn't say that.
Well, that's how she took it.
Yeah, okay.
That's how the bishop over at the other church preached it to her or something. I don't know. I can't remember. Anyway, and he asking why she's dropped this check. She says, because, you know, the doctor and them called and they said they want to see me. And he said, when? And she said, in a few minutes I was on my way. And he says, you know, do you mind if I accompany you? I didn't care for that. I think that he should have prayed with her, sent her on her way. And then when, you know, she called later with the bad news or the whatever news, you know, if it were bad, then he would go visit her then. I didn't feel the need for him to have to accompany her to her doctor's appointment. It seemed like it was too much for me.
It's a little much because the protocol is basically to go ahead and pray for her. But if you do feel like maybe somebody needs to go, you call maybe someone on staff, one of the sisters on staff, to go with her. But then it just depends on what kind of relationships. How y'all run y'all church?
It's a strange way they run their church because they ain't got no adjutants nowhere. The only people look like they on staff is the Greenleaf family and then a couple of assistants to the Greenleaf family. Like
don't forget about the deacon board and stuff.
When do we ever see the deacon board?
Well, you know, they ain't busy this shit. They have meetings quietly.
Deaconess Wig over there, we ain't seen her all season. The one with great wig came on like
they had to go back and get her because she quit.
Right. We ain't seen her. She ain't doing nothing. Have her go to the doctor's office. Or Sister Powerball that had cancer, whatever she had. Have her, you know, communing with the girl. Anyway.
Hopefully they have a health and wellness ministry.
Right. Like Grace ain't doing nothing. Have Grace go.
But she outreaching right now.
She was outreaching already.
Well, you know, she got her a friend. You know how we call her a friend. Don't call him uncle though. Don't listen for you call him uncle.
And just like Grace was looking at Latoya looking at the end of the episode,
she gave it.
Is how I'm looking at Grace about this friend.
You don't like the friend?
I don't think he serves a purpose. What is he here for?
To be her boyfriend.
There's got to be something else.
Well, you know, there will be a twist.
There's got to be. And until then,
I'm gas out of the car. We doing something.
I mean, which is fine. I've done it. We've all done it. We've all siphoned.
I ain't never siphoned.
You never siphoned gas?
No. I siphoned cash to get gas from, daddies mostly, a few mothers, a couple boyfriends, always my husband. He's the gas siphoning person, but I siphoned his money to buy the gas.
I just siphoned right on out the tank.
You have to tell me about this at a later date.
Anywho, what was I finna say? Anyway, I just feel like Darius, I believe his character's name is, just doesn't. He bores me, and I'm sick of him.
He's in support of Grace.
You know what gets on my nerves? That flashing light.
I am like, is it a bug zapper or what?
Like, what are you doing? Every time I'm coming home from work, that thing is over there
Just
discoing.
yeah, I'm trying to come from church, you
Like,
see,
sis,
at night, and it's just that
settle
same
down.
blinking. Why are you blinking?
Cut it out.
Are you trying to make sure that the airplanes don't come to this part of town? What is it?
Now, if the airplanes get ready to crash, and that's the little light that's gonna save us, we dead.
Yeah, it's over.
We're dead.
Father, I stretch my hand to thee.
Anyway, let's see.
No other help I know. Excuse me.
Okay, give him glory. So the nigga that's running for mayor comes on down to Triumph, and he wants.
They got him shined up, don't they? He's spit shine.
He's something, honey. You and your dramatic.
He is. He's spit shine.
Anywho,
With his hand in his pocket and his head
he
shining.
wants a spiritual advisor.
He wants a spiritual puppet.
That's really what he wants. He just wants the church to say, hey, we know this man. That's all he wants. And Jacob is like, well, listen, we're going to look over it. We're going to pray about it. And just send me some of your policies and we'll see how we feel about it.
Right. If I like you.
Right, if we on the same page and things. Now, I feel like this would have been an ample opportunity for Deputy Mayor, can't remember his name. This would have been an ample opportunity for him to say, now we do, Deputy Mayor Hairline. This would have been the time for him to say, now I personally, in my personal life, don't mind the homosexuals, but if you could just keep that, at bay just this week, until after we've, announced that you're my spiritual advisor, blah, blah, blah. That would have been the time to do that. But he came back later and said that, and I just.
He forgot.
Okay. So May's not letting Marisol go because, she got to see after her ailing husband. Her ailing, as she calls him, illegal husband. And
Y'all are trying to help her.
yeah, as I try to help my mother.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Now, this is BB house, isn't it?
Who's BB?
Our BB.
I don't know nothing about it.
She got a
Most
house
likely
down
be
here.
that other one.
Right.
I mean, yeah, but I've never been to it. That's something you would have to ask the woman. I don't know that one. It ain't that one, I know that. Ain't that one either. That's a nice one.
It's on the street though.
Anyway.
I've been down here a long time.
You're just doing a lot.
Yeah, I know where I am.
Before we got in the car, she was, and I just need to get back and make sure
I'm trying to
on
make sure
time
this
and
video
back.
is done when we get over to the destination.
We're driving to the destination and we're driving back. We just cut the video in half.
Okay.
But because you be complaining and then we get out here and you act like you were never complaining. You doing drive-bys in the city. The girl's trying to see who we is and then we about to shoot because you're driving so slow.
I'm trying not to throw that off the dash.
And we'll just pick her up and keep going. But anyway, May ain't letting Marisol go. And Charity's upset. I'm upset
She don't
too.
care about Marisol's husband. She cares
really
about
don't.
keeping Marisol.
That's all she cares
Good
about.
help is
keeping-
hard to find.
It's not Marisol. It's Charity. She don't want
She got to
Charity to
manipulate
go.
everybody through the manipulation process.
Right. She just don't want Charity to go, so she gonna keep Marisol. So, but what I don't understand is, Charity, you live at your mom and daddy house, and you got a job, which means you ought to have some money saved to pay for a nanny for 2 weeks to watch your baby.
Because you don't pay rent, I'm sure.
Right. Like, and I understand you trust Marisol and everything, but when push comes to shove, sis, you just
Well,
gonna have to
then-
go on babysitters.com.
And the thing with the nanny is, if you got an au pair for that time, that person would be with you with the baby.
Right.
You can see her.
So this baby gonna be on the bus, and you gonna be on the bus too, and she gonna be watching the baby. So
And then when you practicing, she probably gonna be in
sitting in the
eyeshot.
audience, with the baby.
She run out to do the little baby bottom stuff, make sure
Right.
the baby bottom fresh.
Right. Very much like my upbringing.
Uh-huh.
We tip on out to the church bathroom, change the baby, and then come on back in.
Uh-huh.
Like, I just don't understand.
Try to do it while they doing one song.
My mama was on the stage from before I was born until I was, 18, 19,
Maybe 20.
20 something? You were on the stage.
Yeah.
Every Sunday, every summer, just
summer.
background singing for everybody. And I was there. Either I was there or I was
Oh,
with
you
my
was
grandma and
close.
them. Right.
You was coming to the show.
Right, I was on my way. And sometimes I'd be backstage.
Mm-hmm.
That's They really making this more complicated than it is.
You do what you gotta do.
And I know Debbie Winans was backstage on somebody's.
She been backstage. She was raised. She wasn't raised at the house. She was raised backstage.
She had the same upbringing I did.
Yeah.
Your mama on stage.
Because
your
her
auntie
parents, they sang and were ministry people.
Right. Same upbringing. Me and Debbie, we have a connection. Why Charity don't understand? I just don't get it.
Well, but I have to give this for the character. New mothers are crazy.
But she was absolutely okay with leaving the baby to go to Nashville after the
She was going to be right back.
Okay, but you're going to be right there with the baby.
Right,
And
that's
the,
what I'm saying.
and the
It
nanny
just
that you need
gone
to pay for. So it just doesn't make sense.
Just going on and hide you. I'm going to slip this way.
Okay, you can run this light. You're stopping on the during the
I
light.
couldn't. You see that bump?
I saw the bump, which is why when you saw that the light was yellow, you should have stopped.
Oh. Well, when I saw it, I was like under the light.
Under the yellow light that had been yellow for a while.
Oh, I didn't see that part.
Because you were so focused on getting on across the road.
Yeah, and I had this, because the sun was,
You've got on shades and the sun is
Oh,
back
Jesus,
that way.
honey, it was sun. Okay.
Okay, well, you tell that to the police when they pull you over.
Shh. You take you down here to see Steve Lane's house. She got good outfits. Yeah, you gonna wear a church suit?
The thing is, though, that I'm not going to wear a church suit. I hate suits.
I hate church suits. This way. Because there are some that are right fine, but they have to be cut a certain way. They have to be cut for the curves. They can't be cut for the straight.
For the Hillary Rodham Clintons.
Honey, he don't got curves.
That's you. Not mine. Anyway,
See, I know suit. Well, her pantsuits, they don't bless her. Like she like the dresses.
oh, rollerblades.
They kind of cute.
I love seeing niggas on skates in the hood.
Honey, where else they gonna roller skate? And then close up all the good skating rinks around here.
All the good ones and the bad ones. There's not a skating rink anywhere
How am
in
I
town.
supposed to get my calf muscles back together?
I've never seen you on a pair of skates in my life.
Honey, it's a funny thing.
I've never seen
We've
it.
been skating since you've been in the world.
I've been in the world a long time, sis.
We've been skating.
What, 20 years ago when I don't remember?
Didn't we have a skating party?
Not for me. You canceled all my birthday parties.
Because you was bad.
Who was? You was.
The cables don't act up.
Well, you shouldn't have put my birthday at the time when I was going to act up. You should have had me at another time.
I did the best I could.
You knew I was going to act a fool in May.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. Just cut the heck
You should have had me. You know, I had come right in September. You should have had me in September. You should have had me on 9/4/81. Because that's B-Day.
Well, we didn't really know. Because B was too little. She was down in Houston phenomenon at that point.
I'm changing my birthday.
I've been changing mine all year. Well, not all year, but forever.
Anyway, back to this.
Me and Jesus really competing. I always lose.
And you always will. So anyway, Grace has been summoned by May. May wants to know how we can keep Kiko in the country and all of this. I'm trying to figure out how it is that Kiko is undocumented when he's married to Marisol, who should be documented, from my understanding. Because they said only he was undocumented. They didn't say she was undocumented as well. So if y'all's married, then somebody
got documents.
Then we all documented, or we either not all documented.
Now, you might not have gone about getting your documents correctly.
It just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't. Because if you married to somebody that's documented,
Born,
or
naturalized, or how be ever them anyway.
then just go on down to
Become
the
a
office,
citizen.
tell the girls I'm married to her, love her down, and
That's my chick. We've been together 19 years.
and let's go get some papers. Like,
Since I don't know how old Marisol is.
I don't know either. But anyway, long enough for her to love him and be at the hospital with him while he's sick.
Well, I mean, some people are just good people.
I mean, but I'm talking about, like, if this is a real marriage, then, it shouldn't be no
people
problem.
go to the hospital to see people that they ain't really that tight with.
I mean, no, but I'm saying...
Because they get you feeling bad. Oh, Junebug gonna die. And you ain't been to Junebug since 1904.
But that's not my point, sis.
Okay.
Okay, follow me. My point is, I'm assuming that she loves her husband. The prerequisite for being able to sign the documentation, I'm married to somebody who's documented papers, you have to prove that y'all are actually in a real marriage and not a sham marriage. My point is, I believe this is a real marriage. That's my whole point. You're going all around and carrying on. Anybody got time for that? No one. Now see?
Hi.
And it's been there for years. I don't know.
And I'm just looking at
You're doing too much.
Cornelia's house.
Anyway. They're trying to figure out how to get the boy, you know, to stay in the country and carry on. Latoya lucky, it's all right. She ain't got the cancer or whatever. Then we swoop over to Jabari. He's upset because Charity can't sing, and I'm still trying to understand. It just doesn't make sense. It's ridiculous. And I got to pay for somebody else to rehearse and this and that and the other and the promoters.
I got to go to Nashville. They pay people.
I was finna say now, you just don't pay the girls to rehearse. You pay them to perform, but to rehearse.
And I guess it depends on how your contract is set up.
So then draw up a contract and say we're not gonna pay you to rehearse. Like, girl, don't nobody have the time. Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, you know, got a light bill due.
Okay.
Did you see the grandma car?
Yes, at the front. You're just not paying attention to nothing.
I'm trying not to hit this truck.
So try not to run over this because it's be glass and shovels and rakes and stuff back there.
I'm looking in the mirror.
Anyway, he's upset with Charity, and Charity just feels like she's just torn in all these directions.
She's torn. She wants to do what she wants to do, and I don't blame her. I had the same problem when you was knee-high to a grasshopper.
No, you didn't.
Like your grandma, well, she didn't do it like that. But when I was supposed to be home.
You weren't.
No, I'm talking about when I did tour stuff and traveled. And you know, I needed to be back on that day.
You didn't have these problems, sis. Back to this.
Yeah,
Zora,
you got a baby.
Because you did, like, we're not finna get into all of that. Zora got bruises all up her back and carrying on and arms and things, and she's looking all at her bruises. And then her mama finally decides to check on her. It's been like 19 years, but finally Carissa gonna come in and see what's going on. And she says that she ain't doing PE, this, that, and the other, what's going on. And Zora's like, you know, I'm cool, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then, you know, she goes on about her day. And I'm gonna just get this on out the way because I'm tired. Carissa talks to Jacob about what may be going on with Zora. They discussing weed and this and that and the other. So Carissa busts in Zora's room going through all her stuff, finds some condoms in the pillowcase, is upset. Calls, or no, it doesn't call. Zora just comes into the room. She's like, why you going through my stuff? She said, why you got these condoms?
Yeah, she sees what she saw.
And then she goes all into, you know, making your father wait until after we had marriage, made him respect me more. Zora said the same thing I was thinking. Are you sure about that? Carissa smacked her down to the floor and...
Look like WWE, or is it WWF?
It's a WW something.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I stopped watching after The Rock quit. But anyway. Slaps her down to the floor, and you can kind of feel the emotions that Zora is, you know, she's going through. Her boyfriend, you know, is beating on her kind of, and her mama done slapped her in the face. She's really finna start going through a difficult time. I've been through a similarly difficult time, but I ain't never had a boyfriend beating on me and carrying on.
Mm-hmm.
But I've gone through something similar to this, and I was just very angry for a long time. Oh, there's Donnie. Anyway,
Of the neighborhood, Donnie.
I mean, both of them live in the neighborhood.
Well, I mean, I thought it was a third. There's a third Donnie.
It's 4.
Oh, yeah.
There's 3 of our Donnies and then that Donnie.
Okay. Then I got a Donnie at work.
I don't know her.
Who do?
Anyway, yeah, so slaps her and then they have a conversation, and Carissa tells Zora to look at Corinthians chapter 7. My mama said, which Corinthians? I said, just all of the Corinthians. Just look into Corinthians. You just read all the verse 7s in all the Corinthians.
I said, they messed that line up.
They did.
They should have went back and fixed that.
That's how you know they ain't in tune with the Lord.
Y'all trying to be church people.
Let's see.
I'm gonna take this call. Oh.
Rick and Grace.
Hello. Huh? Hello. No, I'm not. I'm at my grandparents. Just about to walk in the house. Okay, I'm gonna call you in a minute. Oh, okay. What you need? Oh. Yeah, I'm hungry. Nah, go on, do your thing. I just saw it. I was pulling the phone up then. Okay. All right. All right, bye. I will. Bye.
So Rick and Grace getting dressed. I don't care nothing about it. Sylvia and Mac over there having slick fights because, you know, both of them are shady. I mean, not Mac, Lord, May. I can't read my own handwriting. Sylvia and May are over there slick fighting.
Ooh, I don't know if it was slick. It was very clear. The guest said something was wrong with him. I'm sure the pets were saying something was wrong with him. And when you go to the back where they keep the people at work, there's something wrong with them. I feel it.
So Charity is sitting down with her parent, her father, you know, the only parent that we all like, the father, and is giving, Kevin is gone. And he's just not coming back. And I'm saying, like,
why do you want him to come back?
like, who cares, sis? Like, who do you care?
I care. But
I
he has to
care.
come back he can't come back as her husband.
The only thing I want to know is, what did the letter say? That's all I want to know.
Apparently ain't none of our business.
Obviously.
Because
I've been iced out of communications. Anyway, yeah, so she's talking about she want to go on tour, she want to be happy. Bishop say, yeah, I want you to go too, go on. And we gonna take care of praise and worship. And I'm like, y'all don't have a backup praise and worship person anyway?
Right.
As
None
big,
of the background people are in place to do a couple months of praise and worship.
as big as this church is, you don't have an understudy.
Nobody?
You don't
We ain't
have...
got, our church has shrunk significantly over the years, but we still have a backup.
You don't have 8 Sundays worth of choir praise and worship songs that don't require a lead?
I mean, praise and worship can't require lead.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, who gonna drive?
You can sing total praise, and that's praise and worship. Where's the lead? I lift my hands in... And no lead. But the girls are worshiping and praising. My point is, you can make it work for 8 Sundays.
But if she your leader,
You can make it work.
because honey,
For 8
these
Sundays.
people, I'm telling you what I know. These people don't pay no attention to nothing in these streets.
Elaborate.
And then they get out there and they say, I can do what Sister Charity do. Sister Charity go to the bathroom and they need something. Wait a minute. Can you wait a minute? Sister Charity went to the bathroom. They can't do jack. I've seen it.
She's seen it.
I've been it.
Firsthand.
I've been the Charity.
She's been the charity. I've been the charity. We've all been the charity. This is not new.
The buses.
They're not new. Anyway. Let's see. The treasurer down at Triumph is on my nerves. That's all I'm gonna say about her. She's on my nerves.
I'm trying to see, has she met Jesus?
Has she tried Jesus? He's all right.
She don't know.
Let's see. Rick Fox comes by. He giving flowers and mixtapes and things.
He's smart though. You bring him to mama. You gonna come up in there with Lady May, who's shading you, flowers and all. I don't know what else to do for her.
I mean, there's nothing we can do. Yeah, he made Sophia a mixtape. Sophia made him a mixtape. Hers is gospel. He don't want it. I didn't want it either.
Yes, you do. Bless the name. We got to get you a Go to the Rock. Go. Didn't Whitney do that too? On the movie. Mm-hmm.
So Bishop's out at the function, and they talking about, you know, Rick Fox and his family, his mom and daddy, they dead and carrying on. They died together pretty much, the Notebook style. It was lovely. And Silverthroat says, can you imagine loving somebody, you know, that much to where y'all die together? I don't know the feeling. I don't even know. I just never felt that.
He said, this half across from me.
And
I don't care
I screamed.
about her, because that was frigid. I just needed to pull my blanket up. It was cold.
I screamed twice this episode. I screamed when Carissa slapped Zora.
Yeah, she slapped her down.
I will always scream at violence.
She slapped her down.
And cackle. It reminded me.
It wasn't it was a go down.
You said it twice. This was your third time saying it. Let me say my piece.
Let me sing it.
Let me sing it. Let me hear my voice. Anyway.
I hope none of the church members watch.
I hope they do. And I hope they know who I'm talking about. But the slap was very much like when Candace slapped Erica on the haves and have-nots. And
Except
just slapped
Candace
her.
was sitting down. That's the only thing
It's
kept
the
her
only
off the
difference.
floor.
It's the only difference. Anyway, Skanks calls Tasha. He's got this new swoop going on with his hair, and it's
He looks
just
like a little Oriental boy with that little,
we don't say that.
what's the word? Asian.
Asian.
And then cut off, he looked like Kim Jong-un. He right at me.
You remember when I woke up out of my sleep and asked you was Kim Jong-il dead? It was such a strange.
Not as I know.
No, but he was. He had just died.
Okay, maybe you have been listening to the news.
In the news, yeah, you were playing the news because you were getting ready for work, and I woke up and it was like, "Is Kim Jong-il dead?" And you was like, "Yeah, he just died." Then I went right back to sleep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Strange.
Your dad used to have me dreaming of famine and war and all kinds of stuff because he watched the news all night. Them people.
That's what they do. Like, sis, we can't watch the news all day and then at 3 to 4 turn on Judge Judy, or 3 to 5, and then go right back to the... I'm sick. I'm tired of it. I don't want to see Trump no more. I bet we go in there and Trump on the TV as soon as we walk in.
Well, we hope we're going to dance with the stars or something. They
hopefully.
like that.
They do enjoy, The Voice or something every now and then. Let's see. Grace wants to get Marisol's husband, back in the country. So they sitting all around. It's Grace, Latoya, Silverthroat, and a man that looked kind of like he could have been Malcolm X.
I think he was supposed to be an attorney or something.
Something. They sitting around, they trying to, brainstorm how we can get this man together. Bishop goes on down to see Carlton, and T.C. Carson. Who's this, Kyle? I don't know what his name is on the show.
It's T.C. Carson, but we don't know.
I mean, but on the show.
Boyfriend, husband.
They out there doing some yard work or something.
You had to clean out the garage.
Ricky Dilla's shirt was too tight, and I said, "This is just typical Ricky Dilla. It's just typical."
Ricky Dilla's shirt can't be too tight. He wears a small.
And he would be wearing 0 to 3 months. The shirt's just too tight. Anyway, but anywho, Bishop is like, "Hey, come on back, sang, for us." And Carlton's feeling shaded. He don't want to come back.
He offered benefits out of it. What time?
Full benefits.
What time service stop?
Dental. Okay.
Oh my God! If I could find. I would like a church to hire me with full benefits.
I mean, do you need me at the 8 o'clock or the 10 o'clock service?
I'll come to both.
It's fine. We'll sing the same song twice. It does not matter to me. We can sing different songs. How do you want to do this?
I'll have 2 different choirs. They'll sing 2 different sets of songs.
How do you want to do this? It's fine. We can do a choir. We can do an ensemble. I can do a solo or a duet. For full benefits, just let me know. Whatever you need. But anywho, it was heavy.
It don't.
It sounded like me hopping on the top of the car. Anywho, and they throwing shade, and Ricky Dilla say his husband ain't gonna let him come on back to the church, and Bishop said, "You just gave me the sermon," because he been trying to figure out the sermon all episode. You done gave me the sermon. In the church, we can change the world if we make it through. And I'm just like, what is he talking about? But it was enough. It was enough for Kyle. Kyle said, "All right, fine."
That was a good one, Bishop.
And then Ricky Dilla was like, "All right, I'll join you." And they shook hands, and it was just like, wait, what did he say?
You got husband love, and it seems over.
It was weird. It was what was the change? I haven't seen the change. They told me this year it would be a totally different change, and I have not seen the change.
Basically gave him the space to say it was cool.
I mean, yes, but what did? Yeah, I know that thing.
I'm scared to get out.
But what did Bishop say that would make T.C. Carson say
we can change the world?
Okay, Michael Jackson said that.
I'm starting with a man in the mirror.
I was going more. We are the world. We are the children. Anyway, let's finish this off. Sliding over to Triumph, Tasha Skanks is up there, and they just really, I was waiting on her to blow me away.
She's an alto.
I was waiting on her to give me at least LaToya Luckett vocals. At least. Because the way they hyped up, and I know you're going to keep First Lady Skanks on, because ain't no voice like that, can't nobody duplicate it. I could go up there and sing.
In my church, they think I can sing.
And you can't. No, I'm just playing. You can. You really can.
They'd be like, Sister Val. Actually, I'm supposed to sing at a birthday party for somebody this weekend.
You ain't singing my birthday party. You're forbidden.
What she said?
Forbidden.
She ain't sent me no information.
Forbidden. Anyway, she up there singing.
She asked me at Sunday school.
It was hand clapping, foot stomping. It wasn't nothing special. And then Jacob gets up there and it basically shades the treasurer right in her very face, and is giving, we got a $75,000 grant from deputy mayor, and it's gonna pay for these things. And treasurer was shook.
She was shook.
Shook, just down to her boots. And then we find out that Bishop, well, we already knew, but Bishop confirms that he found out about May and
you put that together.
Lionel.
He got his pen and his paper out.
I told him honestly. I called him and I said, "Now, Bishop, are you paying attention to the things before you?"
It wasn't like somebody had to tell him.
I told him.
Mm-hmm. He said,
I whispered. I broke in their house and I stood over him while he was sleeping. I said, "This is what happened." And he thought it was his idea. But anyway, he shook. He know what happened. And then she goes on into, you did this thing with my sister, and I was upset about it, so I cheated on you. And the important thing is that when he asked me to leave my family, I didn't leave. I said, that's not the important thing. That's not what's important here. I mean, it's nice that you didn't, but what's important here
need to be doing that.
Is that he told you what he did. You ain't tell him.
Yeah, and he mentioned that.
Like, and let's talk about who's Grace's father. Grace and Faith don't belong to James. That's not James's churn. Sophia ain't James's granddaughter. I don't see James nowhere.
So they look like Lady May's mother and grandmother, and
They Creole. I can't be bothered.
That's what
Anyway,
happened.
sliding over to this last part. Back in Jacob's office, Tasha comes in, and I just really enjoy her hair straight.
Yeah.
Them curls just don't do it for me.
Yeah.
You know, whatever though. And she comes in and I cleared out my office, and now, you know, lady, what's her name? Lady Greenleaf can have it, and blah, blah, blah. And Jacob's like, well, you know, that wasn't necessary. She said, we both know she needed it. She did. She needed that office. So she was going to lose her whole mind.
She's going to set it on fire, just that part.
And,
Fireman, I need you to come in about 2, 3, 4 more minutes.
And what happened was, my mama said that she was going to come on to Jacob. I said, no, she's not. But
she had an idea of something.
She's going to get him. And how she got Jacob is, she said, I believe in you, Jacob. That took Jacob to a whole nother plane.
But he stood on the other side of the room.
Because he was shook. Because, you know, his folks don't believe in him.
I heard a book.
Well, sis, they're everywhere, honey. We're outside. Anyway, that's what happened. Like, comment, subscribe, all the things the YouTubers say. And all my information, GoFundMes and all, are in the description box. This lighting is perfect for me. I wish I had this lighting everywhere I went.
Not for me. I'm in the shade.
Because you're shady. Anyway, bye, I guess. We're going to go on in here with my grandparents and her grandparents. So everybody's grandparents are here today. So her grandparents live here, so they're here every day.
Yeah, every day.
And my grandparents
She about here every day, too.
Anyway, y'all, bye.